successfully got a connection. So I'm just waiting to confirm that claim. Who have we got? Got anyone in the house? Is this running? Just checking. Everything just got slower. But here we go. Yep, we're on. And just going to switch the phone on silent so it stops playing music. Then we'll begin. Welcome, folks. This is Charlie Mgee DIYing a live stream of himself at the Tea House living room, which is at Melliodora Hepburn Permaculture here in Daylesford, Victoria. All right, I think we're under control. Welcome down. Thanks for stopping by and being a part of this little experimental single launch. Obviously, bands don't usually launch their singles on a live platform, but hey, here we are in COVID land. So, yeah, we've got a tiny studio audience in our tiny house. Let's hear it. Yay! So, I'm very lucky, not to be in total isolation, sending my heart and thoughts out to all of you guys who are still home alone, but who knows, in the next few days, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I might just get right into it with the new track that we're going to be launching the music video of at the end of this stream. So if you all have your little fingers ready on the share button and the like buttons and all of those algorithm buttons that tell the robot that rules the world that it likes us, I'll give you some instructions at the end. But for now, I'd like to play you Climate Movement by Formidable Vegetable with our good friend Spoonbill. Acknowledging the Djadjawarrung people of this country. And I believe that we came to be here for a reason. To acknowledge the seniors, everything has a season. This season is warm, but it's bringing a storm and a burning urge for our journey to transform. But held in our hand at this grave intersection is a map of the passage for a clearer direction to a permanent culture. It's time we began it with some wise design to realign with the planet, share skills to rebuild our combined reliance, and with wild guidance redesign our diets, befriend energy descent and the changing climate to grow forests of food and a finer environment. Permaculture at this tumultuous juncture is a superstructure that can plug the puncture in a society of anxiety, confusion and greed. This really may be one solution we need to bring back our elementary essence of ethics, walking earth care, people care, fair share epic. Now's the time to embed it while the temperature's tepid. Let us rise as a choir beside the people who get it to guarantee that our future generations' lives are provided the conditions they require to thrive instead of being deprived of the tools to survive in a biosphere too defiled to revive. So we invite you now to amplify the synergy, combine and inspire your distinctive soliloquy, combining with like minds an adaptable symphony of radical simplicity, balance and symmetry. Whatever your ability, we need your assistance to aid in reclaiming a stable existence. Go summon your gift at this critical hour and deliver wherever they move and empower. Thanks, guys. That's a new track which dropped about a week ago on the streaming and downloading platforms. You can go and have a listen to it. But I'll be showing you the music video after this, or rather directing you to it. But thanks for listening. I'm going to play some tunes on the uke now, minus my wonderful band Formidable Vegetable, which consists of Mel Webb and Kylie Morrigan, who are happily isolating down in Melbourne. But who knows? We may try and wrangle something a little later on. But yeah, anyway, that track is really a call to action. It's a call for all of us in the wake of COVID, now that life seems to maybe be heading in a direction of going back to normal, to just be aware of that word normal and what it means to us. You know, do we want to go back to a world of destruction, of mindless capitalism, of extraction, or do we want a world that's more regenerative? Do we want to be able to give back and sustain the living systems that sustain us? I was playing a launch for a very wonderful book a few weeks ago called Retro Suburbia, which just happens to be by the co-originator of permaculture, David Holmgren, who I'm staying at the home of right now. And this is pretty much a manual, as far as I'm concerned, for the future. This is how to survive a downshifter's economy, which we're, by all accounts, heading into. And not only survive, but thrive and build thriving communities based on the systems that we already have, but just tweaking them slightly so that we can actually have a more functioning way of life. Because as we've seen in this little pandemic that we've been going through, even whether you're at the top or really struggling, everything is connected. I think a lot of people are waking up to the fact that we are almost literally at a turning point. There's the linear systems that we've been a part of for the last couple of centuries, and we are literally placed at the cliff. We've come to the end of the Industrial Revolution, and now is an opportunity to create that curve, to bring us back to a circular economy, to bring it back to where it started, and to create these regenerative systems. So I want to play this one, which is all about that. It's from my second album, Grow Do It. And it's all about where our food comes from, because really at the end of the day, that's where it all starts. We have no food, we have no life. So this one's a little bit of a call to respect the soil. Oh, we said we've got some echoes happening. Is it sounding all right still? Just tell me, give me your technical feedback. I'm just looking at the YouTube comments and people are saying there's an echo. Great, thanks, Meg. You are what you eat, and you are what you eat eats, and you're even what you eat eats. Here's a clue, why don't you take a peek beneath your feet? Mm-mm. Cause if you want to know what you're made from, look at what you're made from's made from. Cause the stuff that we're all made from is the same. Well, we go from dust to dust, so you gotta just trust that upper crust and maintain that good terrain from whence you came. We've been looking up, we've been messing round, we've been freaking out, but it's time to get down, 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 cause we're made up of common ground. Can't live without it, and it's time to get down, 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 down. Mm-hmm. That's right. Now when you flirt with the dirt, you'll observe it's certainly not inert. From a worm to a chicken bucket, you're never alone on the loan, and it's time to get to work. We've been looking up, we've been messing around, we've been freaking out, but it's time to get down, 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 cause we're made up of common ground. Can't live without it, and it's time to get down, down. Now we've been looking up, well, we've been messing around, we've been freaking out, but it's time to get down, 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 cause we're made up of common ground. Can't live without it, and this time we just gotta get on down, 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 down. Let me hear down, 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 down. I say down, 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 down. Because you are what you eat, and you are what you eat eats, and you're even what you eat eats, and it repeats, it repeats, it repeats, it repeats, it repeats, it repeats, oh, it repeats. Down, down, down. Hey, thank you, live audience. Hey guys, Charlie Mgee here from Formidable Vegetable. If you've just joined us, welcome to the tiny launch party in the tiny house at Melliodora with the tiny audience for my tiny little new single called Climate Movement, which is a collaboration between Formidable Vegetable, Mal Webb and Kylie Morrigan, obviously can't be here right now, but the amazing Spoonbill who produced it for us. And at the end of this stream, we're going to be launching the new live video, which is illustrated by the amazing Brenna Quinlan, who we may be seeing an appearance from sometime, and the incredible Drop Bear, who animated her illustrations into an amazing clip. So we'd love you to stick around and watch that. I'm going to play another tune for you now, though, which is, the theme for tonight is really, where do we go from here? And there's a lot of talk and a lot of thinking right now about when lockdown finishes, what's the world going to look like? What do we want the world to look like? It's really a question of what we make of it. And if we sit back and just expect someone else to do it, then it might go back to resembling what it was, which by all accounts isn't that ideal. So in permaculture, there's 3 ethics: earth care, people care, and fair share. And that's a pretty good recipe for a regenerative culture, I reckon. So I see us as having a choice. We can take a bit of a proactive stance, and when we get out, we go back to wherever we were, our workplaces, our local councils, our local governments, our local communities, and we actually start talking to people. We take this message that we want to start building a world that was better than the last one, and we take it up the ladder of hierarchy. If you're in a workplace, start talking to your boss about ways that you can restructure your workplace to be more regenerative, not just sustainable, actually regenerative. If you're in local government or if you're connected to politics, start contacting your local members. Local government actually has a huge amount of power in a local region to bring about great change. If you're connected to state and federal, good luck. But, localization really feels like the most empowering thing. And so this next song is kind of about the choices that we have. And it's from our new album, Earth People Fair, which this is a nice big shiny record, but we've got a few of them if you want to grab them from our website, but you can also just stream and download. And this is a bit of a dialogue between 2 different humans. Say good day to a few people. Anna from Wanaka, NZ. 2 households watching together, having fun. How you going, guys? Nick's Veritan. We might need to add animal care. Yeah, well, true. People care. I don't limit people to humans, right? A lot of indigenous cultures actually kind of add human, there's this animistic tendency in some religions to add human characteristics to even non-living things. So rocks are people, lakes are people, trees are people. So, you can expand that to whatever kind of person you like. Thanks for the comment. Kirsten says, hi, Dave, Sue, Brenner, and the goats. And Tanya's in the house. Oh, thanks so much, guys. I'm going to play this tune, and send us through your comments and virtual applause, and we've got some real applause here, so thanks for listening. Might have to make use of my alter ego. On the album, this track's actually sung in part by my mum, which she's got a great voice. Hi, Mum, if you're watching. But because my mum's not here, I'm going to have to play the part of the second human. This is a bit of a dialogue between 2 very distinctive humans with 2 very distinct behaviors. I should really say that in David Attenborough voice, shouldn't I? This is a song about 2 very distinctive humans with very remarkably distinctive behavior. And one of them will not be so lucky in the future of regenerative permaculture living. Let's find out who they are. Ready? Oh, wait a minute. I'm a human. Check me out. I'm in complete control. Yeah, I'm a human. Fueled by oil and gas and coal. Obey my instruction. Yeah, you better do just what I say. I'm bringing destruction. So go on, get out of my way, 'cause I'm a human. All consuming. Man, I'm fuming. Yes, I am. Hey, man. What's up? Why are you making such a big mess? What's the problem? Who the hell are you? Who am I? Man, we're not really so much different. Listen. Well, I'm a human. But I'm part of something so much bigger than me. Just one bud blooming from the branches of my ancestry. Roots in the ground. Yeah, I'm a faithful lover of this land. I'm sticking around. 'Cause I'm here for more than just a one life stand. Yeah, well, I'm a human. An old school human. Well, I love being human. Yes, I do. And that's who I am. What? How can you be so happy all the time? What's the matter with you? Can't you see there's money to be made? Money? Brother, we got everything we need right here. Just relax. 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 I'm too stressed out to relax. I'm freaking out. How did I get here? Who are you people? I guess somewhere you must have gone off track. Oh, gotta get my head clear. Don't worry, man. Maybe I can help to guide you back. I wanna be human. Well, you could start by switching off your screen. Not just yet, though. Well, I really want to be human. Don't worry, man. You'll be the finest human anyone's seen. Oh, being human. Well, hey, it's really not a bad career. Just be human. Yeah. Driven by love, not fear. We gotta be human. Be human. That's right, man. Human. Yeah. Thank you. Give it up for human one, human two. Thanks, lovely people. The weirdest thing about doing a live stream gig is usually there's no one else in the room, and you finish a song and it's like, and there's just crickets. And it's like, thanks very much. So it's lovely to have you here. It's also lovely to have you out there in Screenland. I like that line, switch off your screen. Well, here we are with two screens. That's ironic. But David's actually just written a really interesting paper about the relationship between screens and the post-COVID direction. So that's published in the... Has it been published yet? No. Oh, it hasn't been published. Oh, shh. You heard it here first. It's a scoop. Hi, Charlie, by Kai and Sen. G'day, Kai and Sen. Permaculture principles are in the house. Now, I think at this point, I should explain a little bit more about permaculture, since I spend a lot of time ranting about it. So, Formidable Vegetable began nearly 10 years ago now. Whew. And it started out as a part of a PDC, which is a permaculture design course. And if for anyone interested in permaculture or wanting to find out and learn more about permaculture, the PDC is really the quintessential download. It's the 2-week intensive course of learning the basics of permaculture. It's a great place to start. Not the best place to finish if you want to become a serious permaculture designer, but it'll definitely set you on the permaculture path. And for me, that turned out to be something a little bit unexpected, because I came as a musician thinking, music wasn't going to do anything to change the world, and I wanted to learn to grow food and make compost. But what I learned was that permaculture is more than growing food and making compost. It's a set of ethics and principles. We heard the 3: earth care, people care, fair share. And there's 12 principles that go with that, which are pointers, little guidelines to help you create a more regenerative life. And for me, that led to actually applying them to my music to aid in communicating this, what I believe to be incredibly important knowledge, because music is one of the most powerful communication tools we have. And so, it was a way to consolidate the skills I already had. The main take-home message I got from my PDC was to use what I already had, where I was, to do what I can. And that Arthur Ashe quote, it's amazing how deep tennis players can get, but do what you can with what you have, where you are, really rings true in the permaculture context. So it's not like we have to rebuild the entire world from the ground up. Wherever you are, whatever you have, you can do something to do your part in creating this change that we need to see. So I'd like to dedicate this next song to the other co-originator of permaculture, Bill Mollison, who passed away a couple of years ago. And Bill was really instrumental in taking permaculture around the world and getting everyone excited about it. He was very much the media man, the spokesman, the charismatic leader, father of permaculture, they call him. But just before I play it, I'd like to invite a couple of special guests. In fact, well, if we're being realistic, I'm the special guest around here because I'm actually living at the home of the other permaculture co-originator, David Holmgren. Would you like to get up and say g'day, Dave?
Hey, Charlie.
Welcome, David Holmgren, everybody. Woo. And while you're at it, Sue Dennett, the other proprietor of Melliodora, which is where we are. Proprietor, the co-communitier. There she is. And come on.
Out on the stage.
So these wonderful people in the times of the COVID pandemic have invited me and welcomed me into their home. But it's not just their home, it's also the home of Brenna Quinlan, who, come on, say it. Yay!
Can I
And
just push that back? Thank
yeah,
you. Oh.
Brenna loves keeping the tea house nice and tidy. And our two other wonderful friends, Amy and Fernando,
You have to go that way.
who are living in the studio. So this is the Melliodora household. And it's a bit different to what your average household might look like. But in permaculture, we like to push boundaries and use edges and value the marginal. Isn't that right, guys? So
And this is social distancing, isn't it?
this is social distancing at its finest. We're a biological unit.
One biome.
So it's Fernando.
Yay.
Hey!
Tiny houses, there wasn't enough room for.
It's a tiny concert with a tiny house and lots of tiny people. But well, I'm going to play a song now dedicated to Bill Mollison. I don't know if you guys want to stick around for it, but I actually need some help with this one because we're going to attempt to call in someone else to this concert. So I'm going to ask. Okay, thanks, Dave. Sue, I'd like to request a job. Hold the phone. Oh, that's the job.
That's the job.
Hold the phone.
Is that all I'm good for, is it?
Yeah, you can be a stand. So we're going to call Mal Webb and Kylie Morrigan, and they're going to attempt to play over the phone.
Yoo-hoo,
Now,
better than last time.
This is COVID technology at its finest. This is kicking it old school. So I'll just get him on the speaker. Let's see if this works. So I'll just need you to hold up to that. Can you guys all hear that?
Hello.
Hello, is that Mal Webb?
It is certainly Mal Webb.
Oh, is there a Kylie Morrigan there too?
I am indeed. Hello.
Ah, well, you're live at the launch of the climate movement single. Hey!
Ah, awesome. Very
Say
exciting.
hi to everybody.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, look, he's got his trumpet at the ready. All right, we're going to give this a go. This may go horribly wrong, but probably not. Okay, Sue Dennett. Let's give a round of applause for Sue Dennett. Thanks, Sue. Okay, well, Sue Dennett's hand. So if you just hold it up right there, that'd be great, and then I'll be able to sing. So this is a Mal Webb innovation. So this is a song called "Trees Eat Us All," and again, it's from our latest album, Earth People Fair. Give it a listen on the old wherever you listen to things these days.
I know why you asked me.
Why?
Because I cried with this
Oh
song.
no! If you start seeing the phone shuddering, that's Sue's sobbing. So this one's a bit of a sad one, but not really. It's about closing the loop in the most ultimate way. It's called "Trees Eat Us All." Designer, you're now a recliner. So long and thanks for the yield. And your tools left behind have all sharpened our minds to keep growing the change in the field. Well, the future is looking quite shady under all the ideas that you've grown. And to look out the window at food in the ground gives us power to face the unknown. The trees eat us all in the end. So plant one for me when I'm gone. And if you feel that I've died, you can tell them they've lied. I'm just shading out somebody's lawn. Mal Webb and Kylie Morrigan. tapping into the rhizomes of wisdom. You wove them all into a tale, and with seeds in your pockets and dirt on your hands, you took us into the belly of the whale. You took us into the belly of the whale. So go on and tell us another, 'cause your stories are food for the soul, helping us to see the forest for the trees and ourselves as a part of the whole. See ourselves as a part of the whole. Yeah, well, trees eat us all in the end. So plant one for me when I'm gone. Then if you hear that I've died, you can tell them they've lied. I'm just shading out somebody's lawn. Mel and Kai on the phone. Here we go. Now the problems around us are many, but the answers come to us with ease. Take care of the land, your friends and your family, and remember to plant lots of trees. Yeah, 'cause trees eat us all in the end. So plant one for me when I'm gone. Then if you hear that I've died, you can tell them they've lied. I'm just shading out somebody's lawn. One more time. Well, trees eat us all in the end. So plant one for me when I'm gone. Then if you hear that I've died, you can tell them they've lied. I'm just shading out somebody's lawn. Mel Webb and Kylie Morrigan on the phone. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, Charlie.
And straight after this, in fact, they are going to be doing a house concert of their own live from their lounge room. So if you want to see them in slightly better quality than speakerphone, you can head to melweb.com. And there's a link. Is there anything you guys want to say about that?
It's going to be a hoot. We've got lots of link ups and as live as we can possibly be. But we'll be live. But we've got all sorts of people joining us, so in a weird way.
Are you doing the phone thing as well?
We're doing the phone thing, and we're getting someone to do a loop for us over the phone, and
Nice.
yeah, all sorts of things.
Amazing. You won't want to miss it. Seriously, it'll be way more mind blowing than songs about permaculture. But but that's at 7.
See the video clip in a minute.
Yeah, well, that brings me to the next point. And so I might say see you guys and head over to their page at 7 p.m. in half an hour. And yes, we're going to unveil the video clip now. Are you ready?
Yeah!
All right, I'll see you later. Thanks for playing. You.
See you guys.
Bye. So this is a part where we need your help. Because in a world where algorithms dictate who gets seen and who doesn't, we need to kind of game the system a bit. Now, because you're all sitting in front of your screens right now, and it's the prime opportunity, I want to unveil this music video we've been talking about all night, but I want you to help us out by liking and sharing it at the same time. So I'm going to do a countdown. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1. And I want you to press the play button on YouTube and Facebook if you can at the same time. Now, this may be technically impossible, but so if you can go to your browser right now and head to youtube.com/growdoit. That's GROWDOIT. Let me know when you've done it. I'm just going to check. Because the reason we put this video out, the reason we've made this track is because I feel now is a crucial time. Now, just before we're about to try and restart the machine of the world and head back out to where we once were, we really have an opportunity to create this regenerative culture, and we have an opportunity to be heard. And so this track is a bit of a manifesto, a bit of a call to action to anyone considering a regenerative way of living. And if we feel like if we can get this message reached by, out there to as many people as possible and and as many people in positions of influence, then we can have a chance at kind of inoculating the communal psyche. So that's where you guys come in, because if you guys can share it far and wide, if you can send it to someone of influence, to a page, with a lot of followers, or an organization that you feel is doing good things, then that would really help us get this message out. It's not about me, it's not about us, it's about creating the movement and building a world that looks more like this. I mean, you may not be a goat person, but you can use your imagination. And on that note, this book, Retro Suburbia, David Holmgren's latest book, is available as a pay what you feel ebook. They've released it in a generous offer for people who want to be able to access it and might not have the other means to. So there's a link to that below. But okay, have you got your browsers open? Yes? All right. So I'm going to post the video now. You might need to refresh your browser. And if you head to the Formidable Vegetable Facebook page, I've done the same thing there. So let me know if you're seeing it. It's not on Grow Do It yet? Okay. Let's have a look. So it has now been made public. Is anyone seeing the new music video? Don't press play yet. I'll count you down. Okay. Still not there. What's going on? Okay. Premiering now. If you go to videos at Grow Do It, you'll see Climate Movement, Formidable Vegetable, and Spoonbill. Click on that. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's a countdown in 1 minute, 50 seconds. Well, that's great. If you click on that, it'll count down and it'll play at the same time. In the meantime, head over to Facebook. Head to our Facebook Formidable Vegetable page. Here we go, premiering now. This is a video clip made possible by the incredible Drop Bear and the incredible Brenna Quinlan, with her permaculture illustrations being animated into a bit of an inspiring epic. Here we go, happening now on Facebook Live. Hit the like buttons, hit the share buttons if you can. It's really important that you press share and like, because that's what the robots who run the world want to see, so that they share it to other people. This isn't the world I want to live in, but right now we're using this as a bridge, folks. We're bridging the gap so that we can get back to the real world. Anyway, for those of you who just got confused by all that, I'll share the link below and you can head back to this video and click on it later. But if you can help us get this out to as many people as possible, you probably are watching it now and not listening to me ranting anyway. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Head over to Mal Webb and Kylie Morrigan's live stream at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Formidable Vegetables plus Spoonbill's Climate Movement single launch. Don't forget to check out our music. And if you want, Brenna and I have made this teaching pack of permaculture teaching cards, which are also available on our website. They're really beautiful illustrated permaculture principles, and they're great for homeschooling if any of you are doing that at the moment. So head to formidablevegetable.com to check them out. And anyway, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for your support, and I wish you all the best in this new regenerative world we're heading into. See you guys.